YouTubers? Welcome to ConcreteVibez. I wanted to discuss a topic about actions speak louder than words. A lot of people might say, well, what do you mean? Well, I think this is a good thing to consider, especially when dating, is observing the people you date or that you surround yourself with. We live in a society where lying is an acceptable thing, and it's very common to the point where people do it unconsciously. And observing actions will always tell the truth. Now, I have a story. When I first started dating, I was younger. I would, date women, and they would be pulling, showing all the signals of red flags. But being a blue pill guy at the time, I kind of brushed it off and let it go. And no, I'll give her the benefit of the doubt, or maybe she's having a bad day. And I see a lot of other guys do this too. It was yesterday. I was at the gym. A guy I work out with, in shape. I mean, he's younger than me. I mean, has his whole life ahead of him. And he was discussing to me about a girl he met, about how he met her and how she's pretty down to earth and stuff. I was like, oh, that's cool. Then he kind of went into more detail. Kind of asked, even though it's not my business, he kind of was sharing it with me, and so I kind of went along with it, and I was asking questions like, well, how do you meet her and stuff, and he kind of started showing signs of red flags just from a story he was telling me. This girl, apparently, he dated her. They've known each other off and on for about a year, and apparently she went back to her ex, who has no job, nothing going for him, and I guess they have a kid together. So I was thinking, I'm usually I don't want to pry with people like that, because at the time I could already tell he was irrational and he had strong feelings. Usually the best thing is just to kind of just watch and observe, because you can't really do anything. You can give advice, but it usually goes in one ear and out the other. So it's better just to observe and maybe throw a couple things out there. But so he kept describing that he got back together with her a second time, and that he pretty much said, well, if this happens again, then I'm out. So basically it's like that saying, fool me once, shame on you. Actually, no, let me take that back. Fool me once, shame on me. No. Okay, I got it wrong. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So he was kind of doing that type of aspect of viewing things. And I was just thinking in my head, like, you should have just left it the first time. Usually the first time mistakes happen, or red flags, that's their true nature. Things don't happen by coincidence. And I kind of was telling this, but he didn't really want to hear it, and so I kind of just like, okay, I mean, irrational men, you want to stay away from those type of guys, especially white knights and simps and shit, because they can be very dangerous when they're irrational. I'll get into that topic another time, white knights and simps and all that stuff. It's a fun topic to discuss. But back to my point, observing, actions is really important, because it's the true nature of someone, and ignoring reality. I mean, you could do that, but you can't ignore the consequences of ignoring reality. So regardless, it's going to bite you in the ass. I have a story. When I was a little bit younger, for a girl I dated, and we first met, lots of sex, and things were going good. But that's usually how, when you date someone, it's usually how it always is. Things go good. And about a month in, her actions were kind of, the alarm was going off. Less talking, less communicating, not as interested. But being, since I liked her, I kind of ignored it off and pursued a little bit more. Number one mistake, don't pursue women. Don't do it. Women are like cats. They will come and go as they please, but if you grab a cat and you give it a lot of attention, it usually doesn't like that. Now, a dog, on the other hand, which resembles more of a man, they'll take all the attention in the world. So that's kind of how I perceive it. And she would keep telling me that, using the love word and stuff like that, but her actions would say otherwise. When I mean actions, when I wanted to go see her or something, she would always, have a change of plan, or something came up, or she wouldn't be communicating that much. I mean, when you first talk to a girl, or you first meet a girl, their interest level is going to be pretty high. They'll be the one. I mean, a woman should be doing about 80% of the initiating, contact, text, phone calls, whatever. And you should only be doing about 20%. General rule for any guy out there. And if you're putting in any more than that, you're just going to sabotage everything. It's just women's nature. Women, took me a while to figure that out. Most women that I don't pursue, usually they always come back. I mean, they're always, there's some I don't even talk to for months, and they're just always, if they hear or shoot me a message every once in a while, down to hang out whenever I want. But if it's a girl that I'm pursuing or stuff, it's usually not going to go that way. And usually in general, it's harder for, more attractive women for a guy to resist the urge to chase. It's easier thing said than done, right? But guarantee, the less pursuing you do, the better things will be. But like I said, if you feel that something's not right in your gut with your relationship, your marriage, any type of friendship, follow your gut. Chances are something's up. And if I were you, I would walk away or distance yourself or stop taking things so serious. Now, what I mean by stop taking things so serious is that obviously if something's bothering you, you obviously have strong feelings for that individual. So it's best to not get yourself in that predicament, because that will affect your emotions, your self-esteem. Very important 101 things to remember, about yourself, because you are the most important person, and you always got to remember that. Focus on yourself. I will always keep saying that. Focus on yourself, and things will come. But if you put others before yourself, it's going to lead to a lot of depression, despair, disappointment, and a lot of other issues. So if you guys have any questions or concerns about this topic, or any other stories about your relationship issues that you might need help addressing, shoot me an email at ConcreteVibez@gmail.com, and I will post a YouTube video of it. It's very interesting. So you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you later.